that's going to do boys. So the land that is here, which you haven't seen, Paul, that's like a backyard to a house size, roughly, is on Old Punt Road, although the road doesn't come to the water anymore. And why it's called Old Punt Road here and on the other side is because there was a punt. And that was the way you went to Brisbane. This was the Pacific Highway.
Wow.
Literally just over there. 10 metres that way. The punt ramp was there. And punts usually have two punts, because they have a standby one just in case something happens. And also when they have the servicing for other one. That ramp's still there. So there's a ramp over the other side, just through the bush, there, 50 metres. And those two punts serviced the traffic to Brisbane. So that's the origins of this space in a short white man sense. In 1954 or 5 or 6 or something, they built the first bridge here, and they took the punt away. And since then, this area has been just the leftover Old Punt Road side, which also, because it was a punt area, it wasn't usable for anything else, so they sent utility corridors, utilities through here. So it's a utility corridor from the road, and there's a road 200 metres that way and a gate. 2 pipelines that are gas. One's very deep, 20 metres underneath. It's got a sign saying don't dig here. That's quite humorous. And the other one is about 3 metres deep, and that one's AGL, and that's over that side, so there's 2. And there's also telecommunication line goes through under the river. And the telecommunication line, we know it's that because it's called PMG.
Wow.
And it's got inspection ports every 50 metres old, PMG. And for those who don't know, PMG was the Postmaster General's Department before Telecom, before Telstra. So it's pretty old. Now, I got here in about 2006 when Finn's mother moved up here, my son's mother, and I wanted to find somewhere, because I was fixing a catamaran very similar to that one. I was rebuilding one. There was a wreck, like sunken wreck and setting up that I floated, and wanted to find a place up here that I could work on it. So I was near my son and I could work on my boat. I failed in that attempt, but I came here and found this place. Then, by just looking off-road, so the bridge was a Salford Bridge, there was boats parked here. So I went in and found how to get in here and asked the guys. And after some working out that we're both okay and whatever, they said I could park my boat here, my catamaran here to fix it. I didn't do it. That boat died because I couldn't split between parenting and fixing the boat, so, and one down there and one up here, so I let the boat go. That's rotting down there. I bought another boat, and I knew this was here, and I came back here with this boat 4 years ago, and parked on the, I parked somewhere else, drove here and asked the guys, they said I could park here, but it was a long time ago, would it still be okay? And it happened to be the winter. And in the winter here, all the trawler boats get pulled out. They can't trawl in winter, it's a seasonal industry, partly to do with overfishing. So they pull all the trawlers out of the water and all the jetties are vacant, most of them are vacant. They said, yeah, you can park there for a few months, just get off by the time we pull the trawlers, put the trawlers back in. It came October, November 1 is the beginning of the season. It came October, they're starting to sweat on me to get off their jetty. Or probably September it was. And that's when I started building this one. But before I built it, and this was all overgrown with lantana and grass was this high, and I've done a lot of landscaping here. And I think the council's pretty happy with what I've done actually. Over that way, I was on the jetty over there, and there was 2 jetties here. One with my trailer sailor, and then one next door. And they were prawn trawler jetties. But they hadn't been used. Well, one prawn trawler was still there, but he was sort of getting out of the game soon. So I went over to chat with him. I said, hey, Bobby, and he's a pretty pleasant sort of guy, we got on well, because he really liked that I had mowed all this and cleaned it up because it took his mosquitoes away, and he just really liked me because I was showing that I was maintaining prepared to contribute. So he said to me, I said to him, I'm just wondering what the story is here. How long ago, like with this jetty, how'd you do it? He said, I just built it. I said, well, have you ever been, like, haven't you been hassled by the authorities? I'm like, it's Crown land, I know it's Crown land, it's the state government planning, lands department, lands and whatever they call it. And he said, well, I built this jetty 25 years ago and I've never heard from anybody. That'll do, mate. That's a pretty good reference. So I said, well, how would it be with you if I put another jetty down this end and I'll squeeze it in? There wasn't really enough room to do it because the land next door is, my boat, through a line from the land next door, I would be passed, half my boat would be passed on for their visual amenity. But that's not legally their land. You don't own the water ever. But you can have right, you can license to use the water. And none of these are licensed. None of these jetties here are licensed. There's no government permission to have any of them. Legally, that's illegal. So I went and asked the guys here with this engineering company. It's a sizable engineering company next door. I went and asked them at reception. They introduced me to the owner, the managing director, whatever, and he came around with me and I just said, oh look, we're going to put in another trawler jetty. I didn't say catamaran. Another trawler jetty, like we're just going to put one in here. I just wanted to see if that was okay with you. I know it's not your land, but you're going to be able to see it. And I discovered this is way out the back. It's like the back corner of this factory block. You'd have to drive all the way around to where nobody goes to see. But he came out here and said, oh, the guys used to smoke out here. They built a smoking thing when smoking was banned in the factory, but nobody let us smoke anywhere here anymore, so they don't use it for lunch anymore. Nobody's going to bother, but I'll let the guys know tomorrow morning during muster that they're going to build a jetty here. And then everybody will know, and no, it doesn't worry me, it's no problem. So I built a jetty. And I asked this guy, because there's a trawler jetty here, he said, I haven't been up there for 5 years. Look, you can park on my jetty if you like, as long as you get off when I want to use it. But if you want to build another jetty, as long as you leave enough space when I want to park there, he's got a 30-foot boat. I'd have to move back a little bit for him if he came. He hasn't been here since. And since, I've got another trailer sailor which I used to live on, which you know, down at Hawkesbury.